Increased attention. Why is it that during retention periods, many have reported being approached frequently by animals to play with them? This can also apply to strangers and kids also paying them more attention than usual. Is there any scientific rationale behind such an occurrence? And if so, what are the mechanisms at play here? Studies have shown in mice that sexual attractiveness traits are used as reliable indicators of disease status, which influences their social interactions. In short, mice perceived as more attractive are thus seen as higher potential for mate selection. This results in a higher frequency of social engagement and mating opportunity. Further research has indicated that female mice have an aversion to castrated mice and mice with suppressed testosterone levels. When we retain, it has been shown scientifically and many times anecdotally through blood testing that testosterone levels dramatically increase during retention periods. Other health marker improvements have been observed, such as hair regrowth in castrated Pomeranian dogs. Various animal, insect and human studies have correlated sexual abstinence to longer lifespans and thus overall improved immune system function. In human studies, infants from as young as 3 days old to 6 months old have been observed to look longer at attractive faces in comparison to less attractive faces. Similar research was also conducted in adults with the same results. It said that facial and physical beauty is an honest reflection of one's genetic quality. It was noted by Olsen and Morschetz that there are perhaps other factors at play than just facial aesthetics when potential mates are gauging overall attractiveness. However, those other traits become known over a longer span of time, whereas facial attractiveness traits can be processed within a matter of milliseconds. If attractiveness is to be correlated with increased overall health, and reproductive activity has been correlated to reduced lifespan, then it should follow that abstinence and restraint of our reproductive faculties will both improve health markers, attractiveness traits, and boost our overall lifespan. We can deduce from this line of reasoning that an organism that is refraining from the use of their reproductive faculties should be able to initiate greater attraction and response from the opposite sex due to the overall strengthening of their own organism's quality. It becomes quite clear and reasonable to assume that when engaging in the practice of semen retention, one would experience the phenomenon of increased attraction from other humans and animals due to increased health markers associated with their reproductive restraint. Conversely, many doctors of past centuries researched masturbation in depth and published works on their findings of sexual excess from their careers of dealing with patients. Dr. Samuel Auguste David Tissot, a world-renowned doctor who was even praised by Napoleon himself, published writings in 1760 on the topic of sexual excess seen in his patients and wrote that masturbation causes young persons to assume the air and the diseases of the aged. They become pale, stupid, effeminate, idle, weak, and even void of understanding. Their bodies bend forward, their legs are weak, they have a disgust for everything, become fit for nothing, and many are affected with paralysis. And the too great loss of semen produces weakness, debility, immobility, convulsions, emaciation, dryness, pains in the membranes of the brain, impairs the senses, particularly that of sight, gives rise to dorsal consumption, indolence, and to the several diseases connected with them. The implications of sexual excess and the benefits of reproductive restraint both support the same premise. That is, that semen retention seems to improve the quality of the organism, and as a result we see a cascade of benefits such as the previously mentioned increased attraction from others. Please take note, I am not a doctor. I have read and researched these findings myself and reached this conclusion independently. I strongly recommend that before accepting my own point of view, that you research the available data yourself to form your own conclusion.